My name is Carla Peperzak. You want me to spell it too? C-A-R-L-A and then P-E-P-E-R-Z-A-K.
All right, and we're here to talk about this great award and recognition that you're getting. Can you tell us a bit about what it is, and then
Well, I was really overwhelmed when I heard it. They call it the Washington State Person of the Year. And they say person now, not man or woman, but person of the year. And I'm the only one. I was called yesterday afternoon by the lieutenant governor, and he gave me a whole spiel how this went about. And I'm not sure. I haven't had any more detail than I only know that the award will be given on February the 22nd at the governor's mansion in Olympia. And so that's the only thing I know at this point. I did try to phone, but I haven't had any answers yet. And so, and I think the reason they do this because I am a Holocaust survivor, but I also do talk in the area and in different schools and universities about the Holocaust. I find it very important that people are informed, and so that's, I guess, the reason they give me the award.
Now you said you speak with different schools in the area. What are some of the topics that you're speaking to them
I
about?
only speak about the Holocaust and about my own experience during the Holocaust. And that I speak to middle school, high school, university, and that's the main. Elementary school only once because they're a bit young. And so, and I'm an official speaker from the Holocaust Institute for the Humanity in Seattle, Washington. And so they often get a request for somebody to speak, and then they organize it for me to go there. So it's not only Spokane, but also Coeur d'Alene. I have been in Sandpoint, just around the area and different places in Idaho too, and so.
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I was born in 1923, and that's why I start my talk usually, 96. So.
Wow, you don't look like it at all. Wow.
No.
To the U.S.
Actually 24, but I came first with my husband who had a student visa, and I came on the visitor's visa, and we left and we moved to West Africa, Liberia. And I had 2 children born there, and then we went back for him to get his PhD, and then we officially immigrated to the United States. So, and we became citizens in Hawaii when it was still a territory in 1958. So that's some time ago.
When you're speaking to students at these universities and the different schools, I know you're talking about the Holocaust, but what kind of message are you kind of giving to them about your experiences and your story?
Well, I'm trying to explain to them that, number one, that it should never happen again, and that the message is really if anybody can help other people, and if they, I always end my talk with the word respect, because if one can respect each other, and even if one doesn't understand each other or don't like each other, this could not happen again. The whole idea is that we say never again, that 6 million Jewish people were killed for being Jewish, which absolutely doesn't make any sense.
What difference do you think you're bringing to these students and everyone else that you're talking to about your story? What kind of difference do you think that it's making?
When I talk to, well, some students, I get letters and they're very appreciative, and they really understand that what I'm trying, the message which I'm trying to get across. And that is the main thing, that they, that people don't have to don't have to kill each other, and that they can do good things in their life, and that's the main reason.
How long has it been that you've been doing these talks and these speeches at schools?
For so many years I didn't talk about it, and I started actually talking about it one time before I moved here. I moved in 2004 to Spokane, and we lived in Colorado Springs before that. One time I spoke at a school there because they had an Anne Frank play, and they asked me to talk a little bit about Anne Frank. But interesting enough, talking about Anne Frank, I knew we only lived about a block and a half away, this before they went into hiding. And I knew her because of the temple. We went to a Reformed temple. And actually, last week, a couple of weeks ago, I was interviewed by the Anne Frank Museum in Amsterdam, an hour and a half interview, and they thought it was so interesting because I could talk about the Reformed temple there before the war, that they want to come here to make a video. So I haven't heard any. Well, I've heard about them. They were really like to come to Florida when I go to Florida. Anyhow, so it's still, you know, going on. But the question was also?
Oh, I was just asking,
Okay.
just kind of about when it was that you started talking.
Yeah, I started really talking here in Spokane maybe in 2008. There was a woman here by the name of Eva Lassman, and she was a camp survivor, and she did a lot of talking. And she passed away, or she was actually ill first and could not talk anymore, and then people asked me to do this, so sort of, you know, got into it that way.
What was your reaction when you got the phone call from the lieutenant governor?
Well, I knew the interesting thing is the first phone call I got on Friday afternoon, that the lieutenant governor wanted to talk to me and what time. And I said, you know, you make me curious, what is this about? And they didn't want to say. So then we made an arrangement that he would call on Monday afternoon at 4 o'clock. And actually, you know, being on holiday, I didn't think they would call at 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon. But they called at 4:08. And then I asked him about it, you know, said it's a holiday. He said it's not a state holiday, it's a federal holiday. So they were working. So I really was overwhelmed when he said that, and I couldn't quite get my arms around it. I still can't. It's very difficult to understand that this is happening.
So when exactly is the ceremony? Do you know when?
Exactly what?
Do you know when the big ceremony is? When they're going to be?
Yeah, that will be the 20th of February in the governor's mansion in Olympia. But I don't know the time yet. Hopefully I'll hear
I'm
about
sure you're
it.
pretty excited about it, yeah?
Yeah, I hope my family and friends are coming, because that would be the nice part. So,
All right, those are all my questions. Is there anything else that you want to add or anything?
no, I don't think so. I don't have. I can talk for hours, but you don't want that. So,
Anything else you think?
I do want to mention I did publish, self-publish actually my memoirs, and they are, you know, still available there, and some people seem to be enjoying that part.
What's the name of your work?
The Keys of My Life, and that's. I should have bought a book down. I forgot. It's okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ms.
You're
Carla.
very
We
welcome.
appreciate you for speaking with us. Thank you.
Okay.